Hello guys, Voltolon here, and welcome to another deck lab. Today we will be looking at a very strong combo deck, arguably the best deck in the format, Thunderbold. Thunderbold has been near and dear to my heart since its reveal in Fierce Thunderstorm for probably obvious reasons, and it's exciting to see one of, if not my favorite cards be in a top tier strategy. Thunderbolt has been viable for a good amount of time before Genesis Master wrote, but this channel didn't exist back then, so this is our first look at the deck together. The main reason this deck is feared is its infamous Thunderbolt Melody combo, which under certain circumstances can remove every set card on your opponent's field, traps and monsters alike. This crushes trap heavy configurations such as machines and spellcaster variants, which were very popular prior to the introduction of Thunderbolt into the format. Not only that, the strategy can achieve strong plays decently consistently with cards like Enraged Scale Liberation and Ship of Seven Treasures, among many other consistency pieces. This deck also employs additional level 7s alongside the key combo pieces, since Thunderbolt can fetch any of them out, as well as a secret order package which meshes well with the consistency cards that were mainly for the combo. Now that we've gone over the main idea of the deck, let's head on to the gameplay so that we can show you just how this deck works. Alright, we have found ourselves our game. Good luck, have fun to our opponent. We drew Graceful, this is immediately really good. Let's start off with the Graceful Charity. To dig through our deck, draw 3 cards, send 2 from my hand to the grave. Just overall very strong card. We drew into a amazing dealer. Okay. It's a very interesting hand. I'm thinking I want to send... I think I want to use the Heavenly Gift to send the Melody, so we shouldn't discard the Melody now. In that case, I don't really need the amazing. I for sure don't need the Torero now. Yeah, I guess I'll send Torero Amazing Dealer, and then afterwards we can go Heavenly Gift to send the Melody and Sensor Duckbuill. So this is 7 plus 3 to give us level 10. So Heavenly Gift will draw us 2 cards. Oh, this is very good. So now what we can just try to Rhythmical Performer to see if we hit the draw. We don't need to hit the draw for this to be a good turn, but if we do, it's free value. We do get the draw here. Amazing Dealer is not particularly good here considering our grave is already full, but we can just set over it, tribute over it rather, with the Tough Striker. And then we can just arbitrarily set this Howlingbird just to free our hand and just set the Secret Order, just to empty our hand and hopefully draw into the Thunderbolt eventually. While they are taking their turn. The intro this time was a lot shorter this time. I decided I wanted to script these because people clearly lose interest sometime around the deck intro, so making them shorter will probably do the trick. And that's why the intro is, I believe, like 1.5 minutes or something. Definitely a lot easier to do those that way. Looks like our opponent has locked us out of tribute summoning, which means we literally just have to pass. We can't do anything here. Before we pass, it looks like we're playing this Metallion, which is a very interesting deck. They can make some fusions from their extra deck if they find fusion, which they haven't found any yet, which is pretty good for us. This is a very good position. I'm thinking what I want to keep is Torero, because their biggest threat is if they can make a fusion, and fusions can't get hit by the Torero anyway, since their fusions are level 9 and Torero only hits level 8, so I might not need the Torero. But I think the pick is redundant anyway, right? I don't need 2 of these, so I'm just going to set this one and pass turn. We should be in a very good spot regardless of what he does this turn. If he goes into Ashura style, we're gonna have... oh, that's worrying, because now it will be harder for us to get lower life points at our opponent. I'm realizing I haven't explained the Thunderbolt loop, but I'll probably just leave it in a comment below somewhere. Or in the description. I'll put the deck list in the description, then I'll put a brief explanation of the combo in the comments, because I'm definitely not I'm definitely not recording that again. We can't really do anything here. We'll just pass. They're just gonna be stunning us for a couple turns with Yami Ruler. So we're not gonna have a lot of eventful turns. They're running Snake Clown, which is now it's gonna be even harder to be low life points on our opponent. They have finally found Fusion, which they're gonna grab something with Magical Stone Excavation. Perhaps the Fusion is being grabbed here. Oh, they ran Steam Ruler, that's very interesting. Oh yeah, Star Restart. They have, I'm pretty sure they mod a Soul Curry already, so they can go in a Yami Terasu here. Which is for sure a big threat. Especially if they choose the mode that prevents the opponent from special summoning in attack position, which will just read when he activates Fusion and special summons the Yami Terasu from the extra deck. Right here, so it has two effects that you can choose each turn, and the first one is your opponent cannot, neither player can special summon level 9 or lower monsters in face-up attack position. That means I can still special summon things in defense. But yeah, that means I can't really. I can't Secret Order run into this anyway because it is too big. It does also gain 500 for doing that. Let's check out Grave real quick. Grave has one melody and not much else. I think we activate the Array Skill Liberation anyway. Or do I wanna? Okay, I'll activate the Ship of 7 Treasures to send the Dragias first to see what we get. Another Array Skill Liberation. Oh, that's very interesting. Huh. We'll activate this first one, see what we get. We're looking for Ace Breaker here. Did we actually find it? Oh, we are the best players in the universe. We just need. Okay, yeah. Since we found the Ace Breaker, then we can kill this Yami Terasu now, which is really big. I guess we'll activate Rhythmical Performer. We got nothing to lose from doing this. Just to see what we get from this. We can get the free draws into hit the Star Restart from the top of the deck. Shock Dragon is very interesting. I'm pretty sure we don't need it though. Just to double check our level 7s engrave. We need 4 differently named level 7s for the effect of Thunderbold, and we currently only have 3. But Tough Striker is not a name that's present in our grave, so we can tribute over the Tough Striker so that we can get the 4th name in there to guarantee that we can activate this Thunderbolt, which we will do so right now. And I guess it would have procced anyway, but it was a lot safer to do it this way. Do we go into the Ace Breaker immediately? If we go into the Melody, we can loop this away. Yeah, I think we have enough cards to do everything. Consider the Secret Order anyway. Okay, so we go into the Melody here. This will special summon itself defense. And then what we can do is we can activate this to return the Thunderbolt to hand and bounce this back row. And now what we can do is we can tribute over both of these. Do we need to tribute we definitely have lethal from there's a timer here. We're just gonna play quickly and not care about whether we're playing optimally or not. We'll go immediately into the Ace Breaker from here, which will have the effect that it can pop this Yami Terasu. We'll discard the Shock Dragon and the Romanpick. And then we have one more card in hand. We can set and then tribute the Ace Breaker that's in defense and the Siesta Torero that we just set for the Thunderbolt. And then we activate the Thunderbolt to get an additional body on board. Let's just grab the. It doesn't matter, we'll just grab the Ace Breaker again. So now, as you can see, we have 7,600 damage on board, which is enough to kill him. Now we're into game 2. We draw Graceful again. I wish I didn't draw Graceful this match, but you know, Graceful is just really nice in this deck as a additional consistency piece to be able to dig through your deck faster to find your combo pieces. And that second match right there just really showed off just how strong, just how good Thunderbolt is as a card itself. The reason why it wasn't good in the past is because we didn't have enough consistency pieces like the Amazing Dealer, the Ship of Seven Treasures, the Enraged Skill Liberation, none of those existed when Thunderbolt was just released. So it definitely had a harder time getting its condition off in the past than nowadays, where there are so many that we can easily get the effect of. Oh, we have a secret order. Super interesting one. I don't think I'm interested in I'm definitely discarding Top Striker since we want to send it and then activate the secret order on it. I'm not sure how interested I am in activating Amazing Dealer here. I think I'm relatively interested in doing that. We'll send a melody here. And then thinking whether I want the Upstart King Rex. I guess there's not really much I want to draw into. First, yeah, okay. I'm gonna do I can normally go Upstart King Rex to draw the card and then Amazing Dealer since I'll still have 3 active. I'll still have 3 cards in my hand to discard for the effect of Amazing Dealer. But I want to make sure this spot is empty in case I need to normal summon something there, which I don't think I will need to considering I'm under Yami Ruler. But just in case I don't want to have just another random guy in attack position over there. This is exactly why I did this, I guess. Now we can secret order to kill this Top Striker and await the next turn. We have 2 Enraged Skill Liberation, so we can activate them both if we need to on a future turn to get to 5,700 life, which is definitely lower than 7,700. We probably won't need to get our life points lower unless our opponent just doesn't have a play next turn. But if nothing else, it will help us mill closer to Thunderbolt and be able to find our Thunderbolts and be able to get the combo off. They're just gonna surrender. Alright, seems they've given up. So we get a third match because clearly that didn't really show off enough. Maybe they won't stun us this game also. Tribute set. Now that we know they are on a Fusion Warrior Metallion hybrid, I can guess that this is Kime Luna, which has 2,500 defense, and I kinda want to kill that immediately. Oh, we should have Upstart King Rex first. With this card of Thunderbolt, we definitely don't need this, and the Melody we for sure don't need it right now. We'll just draw 2 here. This Upstart King Rex better win us the game. This Upstart King Rex needs to find us a low level monster or else we can't do anything this turn. Oh, thank god, this is a really good one. So we'll go Rhythmical Performer to see what we get. Because we had to use Upstart King Rex, now we don't get the piercing from the Triggerdrago, but 300 damage is not that important. All that matters is we beat over this Kime Luna. I think we can keep this Romanpick in our hand just in case, I guess. Because I might want to use its effect next turn to just start digging. But for now, we're just attacking this Kime Luna and pass turn, a rather uneventful turn besides the fact that we have now 7 cards in our grave on our first turn, total second turn. But you know, just standard Thunderbolt things, just get half your deck into your grave by turn 2. Just like turbo to your deck, find all your pieces, win game. Gonna be Amazing Dealer in here. Discarding 2 Semi-Ruler. You must be confident they can find something off of the Amazing Dealer. Or maybe they have a third 2 tribute monster in hand. Did they find Fusion? Or did I... Into Yami Ruler? Luckily I already have the Triggerdrago on the field so I can beat over it pretty easily. The problem is I can't do my combo now. Not that I am guaranteed to be able to find my combo pieces anyway, so this is probably fine. Do I have a secret order target in here? I only run 2 for space, so I'm probably not gonna be able to find one from this. But we'll see if we randomly find one. We do not, so we'll just set our cards here. And then we'll beat over the Yami Ruler. And again, no piercing, he has 1 additional card in hand. So we don't get to do any piercing damage since this requires my opponent to have 0 cards in hand. So unfortunately we don't get any damage here. But that damage may end up coming back to bite us if we need to do Thunderbolt and we just have more life points than our opponent. Oh, this is worrying. They're going into the imaginary actor. They have the fusion that they can recover from the grave. Oh, going to Heroical Star is a huge problem. Luckily, we have a Thunderbolt. We have a Romanpick. We can and the Enraged Skill Liberation. We can like reset our grave from this setup. If he makes an Ashura Star alongside this, we might be in trouble since they'll be able to pick apart at all the extra spells that we have set up for future turns. Melody, Howlingbird, Thunderbolt is basically just all our level 7s and the Howlingbird that we need for the Melody combo. Which is fine, it's not the worst thing in the world. It is resetting all our progress, but it could be a lot worse. They're just gonna attack here for 2000 damage, which means we are now lower life points than our opponents. And then that means we can activate the Romanpick from our hand. Good thing we kept this in our hand, otherwise we would not be able to continue popping off. Our hand is not particularly great, I guess. We'll start with the Romanpick. Let's see what we can get from this. Activate effect. See what we mill off of this. We find we hit the Howlingbird, which means we can add a Psychic here. We can add the other Romanpick to continue popping off. Let's see if we can mill even more cards here. We did hit something. We have no more Romanpicks to go into, but we can go into Rhythmical Performer here, which is pretty good. I think now we want to go Heavenly Gift to discard the Die Up and Torero. So we have more than enough Tribute Follower in our hand. We should be all good here. Oh, this is not ideal. We can work around this. We can go Rhythmical here and just see what we get off of this. We hit a spell here, we can maybe join to another low level. Nope. Now let's con the level 7s in our grave. We have a Die Up, Acebreaker, Triggerdrago, and nothing else. We probably need to do Enraged Skill Liberation now just to see what we get off of it. We found the Melody. Oh, that's good. Yeah, okay, we had the Melody, so we can now start doing some plays here. We can tribute both of the Romanpics. I'm not regretting not keeping the Torero, but doesn't really matter that much, I don't think. So now that we can show off the loop here, since we are at lower life points, we have the Thunderbolt active and we have the CAN-Melo active. We can now bounce the Thunderbolt and then send their set monster to the hand, and because we are lower life points than our opponents, we can add the Howlingbird back to our hand. And normally you would be just setting this Howlingbird, tributing both that and the Melody for the Thunderbolt and repeating that until your opponent's board is gone. But our opponent only had one set monster, so we can't extend further than that. What we can do is maybe even kill them. We have a lot of ways to actually just kill them on the spot here. This is gonna be a difficult one, I wager. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll tribute over the Melody since we still need the level 7 engrave for the Thunderbolt just to make sure we don't whiff. We will now special summon something. We're going to Acebreaker here, I think. Yeah, okay, so we can go into the Acebreaker and just discard our 2 level 7s in our hand for its effect. Does it matter? I think yeah, I'll discard both level 7s to pop the Heroical Star. And then now I have a decision to make. How hard is this really? Do I need the Shock Dragon? Yeah, I'm running out of time. I need to just make this action now. So we'll tribute the Acebreaker and the Thunderbolt for another Thunderbolt, and we'll just grab the Dragias that we just discarded off of the Acebreaker from this for extra damage. And then we'll activate Dragias effect, send top card for the double attack, and we already have the Die Up engraved, so we can absolutely activate Secret Order, and that should be lethal. And that was the deck. Those games really showed the explosive potential of Thunderbolt and just how easily it can kill you if you aren't prepared to disrupt the combo. This strategy really destroys slower strategies that can't win before Thunderbolt can get their combo off. While the matches made it seem nigh unbeatable, the deck starts to have some issues when paired up against uber aggressive strategies or decks with copious amounts of graveyard hate. Beyond that, many traps that activate in the battle phase or have harsher activation conditions can be swapped out for traps that don't need to wait for the battle phase to activate, or spells that you can fire at will. Despite all that, this deck still remains an extremely fearsome force in the metagame and a strategy that you can't simply ignore when building competitive decks. In any case, thank you for watching and we'll see you in the next one.